This is BBC Television.
Imagine if I held you in my arms. Just imagine if I held your wonderful charm. Just imagine.
The distinguishing mark really was a publicly owned corporation which was not susceptible to government control. Would you agree? Mm. Did you have to battle to establish this independence from the government?
The first decision to be taken was whether or not the British Broadcasting Company Limited should have its license extended after its first 4 years. It had a 2-year license, then a committee which recommended another 2 years, that's 4, and then I felt strongly that it should be turned into a public corporation.
We'll greet the break of day if ever clouds of grey you find. I'll make those clouds all silver-lined with my guitar. A song of love I'll croon with my guitar. We'll serenade the moon and life will just be, must be heaven.
Somehow identified the BBC with a certain section of society, certain social trends, so that to this day the BBC is thought of as the organ of the, as it were, genteel and respectable elements in society.
Anything wrong with that?
The situation had worsened and the miners went on strike. They approached the Trade Union Congress General Council, who agreed that they would bring in some of the other unions to help. They formed an alliance. It was called the Triple Alliance, but it didn't work out at all. Because in fact the transfer workers, although they were sympathetic to the miners' claims, weren't prepared to come out and strike on their behalf. But eventually the TUC, Trade Union Congress, decided to take action. And they simply drifted into it without any preparation.
The general strike collapsed after 9 days, but the coalfields were idle as the miners carried on alone.
romance with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend, this is. We two should be like clams in a dish of chowder, but we just fizz like parts of a settler's powder. A fine romance with no clinches.
It is now 12 years ago since I produced the first little flickering television image. Today we have in London a regular television service twice daily with thousands of lookers in. Television has grown from a scientific novelty to a commercial service. At present, the range is limited to 30 miles in and about London. In this connection, it is interesting to note that as far back as 1928, I spanned the Atlantic with television. That was, of course, purely experimental, but who can foretell the future?
Since the opening of the television service in November 1936, the programs transmitted have covered a wide range of entertainment and interest. A great part of the time has been given to light entertainment, in which many cabaret and variety artists have been used. But drama and ballet have also been well represented. Opera and revue have been attempted, and a variety of outside broadcasts have been carried out in the grounds of Alexandra Park. Talks by experts on many subjects have been given, with appropriate illustration.
And what can I get you, sir?
Oh, give me a gin and tonic. No, make that a double. I need it. I just bought my television license.
Ah.
God, 58 quid. I ask you, 58 quid for the privilege of sitting in your own home, watching your own television set. It's diabolical. I mean, what's the BBC ever given us for 58 quid? God.
They make excellent dramas, huh?
What?
They make excellent dramas, huh?
Oh, yeah. What?
And pretty good natural history films.
Yeah, but apart from excellent drama and the wonderful natural history programmes, what have the BBC ever given us?
Well, there's some jolly good cricket coverage. And golf.
Athletics. And Wimbledon. And racing.
Oh. Sport.
And snooker.
How could you miss it?
And there's superb news coverage from very early in the morning.
News?
And there's politics.
Elections?
Current affairs.
Yeah, true, point taken.
Documentaries.
Yeah, all right, documentaries granted.
Consumer programs. And series.
Fine, all right, but look, the point is...
Films.
Yeah, but...
And radio, too.
And 1.
And 3.
And 4.
Yeah, all right, I forgot about radio. But...
There's children's telly too.
And science.
All right, fair enough, yeah, and comedy.
Yes, comedy. Yeah, that's always laughing.
And there's alternative comedy. Yeah, all right, fair enough, yeah. All right, there's comedy and alternative comedy, but...
And they did live aid for us.
Oh, they did that, didn't they? Okay, point taken, fair enough. But, be fair, apart from excellent drama, the natural history programmes, the sports coverage, news, current affairs, documentaries, the consumer programmes, series, films, Radio 1, Radio 2, Radio 3, Radio 4, children's television, science, comedy, alternative comedy and music, what have the BBC ever given us?
Well, there's chat shows.
Oh, shut up, Wogan. I mean, there's not even any commercials. Well, except this one.
Yes, there's a TV set on number 5. It's in the front room. And they're watching Columbo.
If you don't have a TV license, it won't take us long to find you.
And the time is now almost 1 minute past 3 o'clock. And BBC One is returning to a trade test transmission.